Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my April wrap-ups. I really only read 3 books this month. That's definitely not as much as I was hoping to read this month, but I did actually end up reading some fanfiction and a lot of Korean drama recaps. I still really wanted to do this video and I decided to combine it with my TBR. I normally don't do TBRs because I don't really stick to them, but for next month there are so many amazing releases that I am really excited for. So I really want to share those with you guys. The 3 books that I read this month, you guys might have guessed it, it is the 3 books from the Lunar Chronicle series. I read Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress, and I absolutely love them so much. I actually did a discussion video, so if you guys are interested, I will link it right here so you can go and check it out. But this series is one of my new all-time favorite series. I love everything about it and I really recommend you guys read it if you haven't. I do have 3 books that I am currently reading right now. So the book that I want to talk about is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm currently reading this and I am like about halfway through with it right now. I am on page 217. I don't know, guys. I'm just feeling very underwhelmed and I expected it to be so much more. I do think that it's a good book for people who don't read a lot of fantasy to get introduced to fantasy, but as of right now I'm feeling really underwhelmed. I'm still going to finish reading it. So if you guys are interested in hearing my full thoughts on this, follow me on Goodreads. I always kind of post as I'm reading and then I always post a review after I'm done with the book. The next book that I'm currently reading is The Evolution of Dyer. I started reading this. You guys know I absolutely loved the first book in this. I read it in one sitting. This one I got interrupted halfway. Well, not halfway. I'm like a third of the way in and I just haven't picked it up again because I really want to just devote my whole time to this. So I'm hopefully going to finish this next month, early on next month. And the third book that I have is, let me grab the dust jacket actually, To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. For this book, I was actually at the doctor's office and I usually always carry either my Kindle or the physical copy of a book. But this time, I don't know what was going through my mind. I knew I was going to the doctor's office and I knew that I was gonna have to wait for like 2 hours probably, but I forgot to take my Kindle. So I ended up going to my Overdrive library. My public library in the city has an Overdrive account where you can borrow ebooks online. And what I really love about Overdrive is that you can actually read on your browser. So what I did is that I clicked read on my browser and I was reading it on my phone. And I started reading To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I haven't gotten very far at all. I'm liking it so far, but I think I'm gonna try to finish the other 2 beforehand. I just kind of picked this up because I was in a situation where I wanted to read something and this was available immediately. But I do really want to finish it. I've heard it's really cute. So those are the books that I read and that I'm currently reading, hoping to finish next month. I set up way too many books to read for next month and I kind of already have a feeling that I'm gonna fail and I'm not gonna read all of them. But these are the books that are kind of in my immediate TBR, I guess. And 3 of the books I have with me. The other ones are going to arrive within a week to 2 weeks because they are new purchases or new releases that I am really looking forward to reading. But for the ones that I actually have with me, City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I really want to finish at least this book. I tried reading it, I think it was like a month or 2 ago. I only got to like page 93, so I want to try and at least finish this book. I decided that for this one I'm going to read at least one of these books a month. If I end up deciding that I don't like the series, then I won't, but I'm pretty sure I will once I get past the thing that bothers me about this series. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. I actually fell in love with the first book in the series and I just haven't gotten around to reading the rest of it. It is Frostbite. This is the 2nd book in the Vampire Academy series. I loved Vampire Academy to death. I love the characters. I love Rose. I love Dimitri. I love everything about Vampire Academy. And for some reason, I just haven't read the rest of the series and I can't let that go on any further. So this book I need to read this month. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna read this month. Next up is a book that I was hoping to read this month, but it never happened. It is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. All the people that I'm following and that I'm friends with on Goodreads read this. Well, obviously not all of them, but a lot of them did, and they were all raving about this, and it really made me want to read it. So I decided to just push it up on my TBR list, and like I said, I was hoping to get to it this month. I didn't. I also want to read Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I talked about this in my recent haul video. Really excited to get to this. I don't really have much to say about this other than I just really want to read this. This one that I want to read is obviously guys, Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is the kind of novella slash side book to the Lunar Chronicles. This one tells the story of Lavanna, Queen Lavanna, who is our main villain in the Lunar Chronicles. Tells you her life and how she came to be this villain we all love to hate, and the cover is just beautiful. The end pages of this book are beautiful. It is really short though, is what I've heard, and I'm not happy about that, but I do really want to learn more about Queen Lavanna. She's such a good villain. I also bought Ms. Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins. This is the second book in the Rebel Belle series trilogy. I can't remember what it is. This is the sequel. As you guys know, I really enjoyed Rebel Belle. I thought it was really funny, really fast-paced. I have heard some mixed reviews, so I'm scared, but I think as long as it has the same funny, fast-paced nature as the first one, I'll enjoy it. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one, but I'm really excited as well. Now for the actual pre-orders, first and foremost, of course, this book I pre-ordered since way back in the beginning of February, I think. It is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. You guys know I adore Sarah J. Maas. I love her Throne of Glass series. It's one of my favorite series. It's so good, and she is coming out with a new series, and this is the first book in that series, and I have already heard really great things, so I am more than excited. I am so ready. The book comes out on May 5th. If any of you guys want to go to your local bookstores and pick it up. It does deal with fae and goblins, and honestly I don't know a lot about it. I remember reading the synopsis a really long time ago and liking it, but I kind of have forgotten a lot about it. Most of the reason why I'm really excited is just because it's Sarah J. Maas, and that's all I really need to know. Another pre-order is one that actually came out this week, and it is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I am really excited about this one as well. It is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I'm really looking forward to it. It came out this Tuesday, and it's not coming in until next week for me, probably. It is one of the very few standalones that are released in fantasy YA, but I am already a little bit scared because I have heard from some people that it ends in a slight cliffhanger, and I'm not okay with that if it's a standalone. But again, I've heard nothing but amazing things about this, and I believe the movie rights have already been sold for this, which is crazy because the book just came out this week and there's already a movie potentially in the works. Last but not least is an adorable contemporary. It is The Fill-In Boyfriend by Cassie West. This one also comes out on May 5th. It sounds really cute. I've never read a Cassie West book before, but I've heard really great things about her as a contemporary writer. It sounds really quirky and romantic and adorable, and I am excited. So that was it for my wrap-up TBR video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please wish me luck next month because I'm definitely going to need it. That is it for this video. I'll see you guys later. So today's video is going to be my April book haul, and I know I've said plenty of times before that I am on a book buying ban, but